and very competitive. And I tell people, imagine if I'd have started at 21. How many people get to have an endeavor that it's their job, it's their hobby, and their sport all in one activity? And that's what this has been for me.
Yeah.
So we were looking for something else, and the answer was build it. We all met at Riverside when we got the word that Riverside was going to close. And when I say we all, it was California Sports Car Club, Cal Club. People think the interest rates are high now. Well, try 12%. We want it to be 100 years before houses come around us.
Is the track profitable?
This fast turn, Riverside,
Yeah.
it was designed after turn 9, the fast turn at Riverside. And now it's a little short chute and then onto the front straight.
Okay.
Moves from 40 to 50 feet
Gotcha.
wide. Call me, my phone number is 661, a marketing number, but it isn't. I won't sell you anything.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here with someone very special, Les Phillips. Les has recently retired, but he was a previous CEO and president of, what would be the proper...
Well, the entity, Buttonwillow Raceway, is a limited partnership.
Okay.
For which Cal Club owns 60%. Their ownership is held in an LLC called Cal Race.
Gotcha.
And so I was the president and CEO of Cal Race, which made me the managing general partner of Buttonwillow Raceway.
Gotcha. And the other 40% was investment?
For investors.
Foreign investment. So now that that is paid off, who owns those?
They still own their
Okay.
40%.
Okay.
That was the incentive they had when they left and wrote checks. They were all very wealthy, and they said, well, we'll never see this money again. But they did.
Yeah. I always start with how you got into cars.
Well, I was always into cars. When I was in high school, I had a 40 Ford with a good motor, and then I crashed that. I had a head-on collision, destroyed that car, so I bought another 40 Ford that was terrible. It had a Chrysler engine. Too heavy, it was just wrong. When I got out of college, my first jobs were in accounting, big development company in Irvine. I did 3 subdivisions. That gave me a good background to build a racetrack because I was familiar with grading and underground utilities, et cetera, et cetera. Decided racing would be something good. I was already 44 when I started racing and did it for 30 years and pretty competitive. Probably the most proud thing I did was create the Pacific F2000 series, which is still going today. I think I did it for 11 years and competed in that.
You're also into bikes as well?
I've lost the sight in my left eye and everything's a little different. You stumble a lot, depth perception is terrible. Like I'll be parking a car and I think I'm this far from the car on the right fender. I'm this far. I will have to test and see how that impacts me on a motorbike.
How did this track begin its life?
We had an incentive. We all met at Riverside when we got the word that Riverside was going to close. And when I say we all, it was California Sports Car Club, Cal Club, which is that local area region of the SCCA. Well, our only choice is Willow Springs. I've always thought once you nail a couple turns there, there's no time left. So we were looking for something else, and the answer was build it. And I think we started with the idea in '86. I was kind of the person to shop and find land. I used to say we want a 100-year track. We want it to be 100 years before houses come around us. And I think we're pretty close. So anyway, I finally found this land. It was in bankruptcy because it was a failed cotton farm. The soil is incredibly bad for farming and for building. There's an R value of strength for soil. The Caltrans minimum is an R75. That's what they will accept as road base. Well, our soil, when we built the first one, ranged from R7 to R11, just terrible. So anyway, we got it built, and we misjudged on how successful it would be so soon because we had financing at 12%. People think the interest rates are high now. Well, try 12%. It was a 20-year interest only, all due and payable loan. But we got them paid back, I don't remember, 9-10 years.
What year was this built?
We built it in 95, and the first event was December of 95.
At that time, were you mostly focused on track days for bikes or cars, or how did it go?
Just fill up the calendar.
Yeah.
You know, bikes were good.
Yeah.
And the bike community really embraced it. The track that they liked was 13 clockwise. Probably one of the magical things about this place is we've got like 40 configurations because there's 4.5 miles of race surface, but it's only 3.1 miles if you choose the single longest track. We were very careful to design it to be raced in both directions so that the same turn, and it just looks like a whole different track because the entrances and exits do not repeat.
What's like the most memorable moment for you?
Well, it's hard to shake the time I hit the wall. In a Pacific F2000 qualifying session, as you come onto the straight, I did what I had told 100 people not to do. Dropped a wheel on the right side and spun off, and a little too abrupt getting back on pavement.
Can you think of any other moment that was glorifying or you're proud of?
Well, our first event surprised us. I can only guess, but it was an open test day, and we kind of have a policy that new track, Cal Club has to be the first user of the track, and we'll do that with our new second track. I think we had 159 cars or something.
Wow.
And it was probably the biggest test day we've ever had.
You were part of the second track development as well, right?
Yeah, that's been kind of a nightmare because, I mean, I'm not proud to say this, but there are reasons. I have files that go back that are dated 2013, and that's how long it's taken to get through all the hurdles. Yeah. And I always said that when we built the first track, because I had done building and dealt with Kern County so much, I knew the main players, and I told everybody I knew that Kern County was the best place to build a racetrack in California because decision makers for building and planning were thoughtful people. Well, now I tell them it would be equally as hard to build another track here because we have learned that. It'd be like building in Laguna Beach or Monterey or somewhere that it's so hard to build that you can hardly get it done.
You simply cannot anymore, right?
Well, I can tell you, I would never try again. I retired, so we've got a fellow that's doing the details to get that done.
Gotcha.
Here's an example. Fish and Wildlife has so much power in California. I said, well, we want to do this right, because I didn't want to be the guy that got Cal Club in trouble. So we spent $150,000 on 101 different species of plant and animal life to make sure that we didn't have them. So there's things like that relative to the difficulty in getting through all the government agencies that we didn't experience in the first track. Mm-hmm. That's why we're 11 years and not finished.
Is the track profitable?
Oh yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it's always been profitable.
Always.
That's what surprised us. That's why we had a 20-year interest-only loan, because we didn't know if we'd ever make any money. Mm-hmm. I think we made money the third year. Okay. And it's always been profitable ever since.
Say you were to restart your life, would you do the same thing over?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My mistake was not doing it sooner. I mean, I was old when I started racing. I was 44. And I was quick and very competitive, and I tell people, imagine if I'd have started at 21.
Well, racing, yes, but what about like the maintaining of the Buttonwillow Racetrack?
Yeah.
You would. Mm-hmm. So enjoyable experience for you.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
How many people get to have an endeavor that it's their job, it's their hobby, and their sport all in one activity, and that's what this has been for me.
Yeah. For a younger person that may be watching this, how do they get your job?
The most practical way is if they have a rich dad and he builds a track for them.
How were you able to meet someone that like puts you in a charge of this entire?
It was It was the Cow Club people.
Okay.
You know, they were supportive from day one.
So you were not only a good racer, but good businessman.
Well, I had an accounting background,
Okay.
and that was very helpful. It's
Oh,
been
yeah.
very helpful in everything I've ever done.
No. I guess just one more question and we'll go out and drive around a little bit. But what is your PB, 13 clockwise?
I think I was about 143 or 4.
Oh, jeez. That's quick.
In a Z-Tech car. For racing a car, it wasn't my favorite, but I really liked it as a time trial track.
Okay. What is your favorite config?
Probably 25A in both directions.
Okay.
Like I said, with the way we designed the turns, you turn it around and you're someplace else. It's a new deal.
Do you think we can drive the 25 config?
Sure.
And then show people around?
Yeah.
And are we jumping in this beast?
Yeah.
All right.
This is my wife's truck.
Where's your Corvette?
It's at home in San Luis. So we're going to do 25A clockwise.
25A. Okay. Let's do it.
And I mentioned how the turns look different when you turn them around. Mm-hmm. And that's especially true of this 25A. When you do counterclockwise, it's like you're in another state.
I've never done a 25, so we'll see. You can pretty much get out to the track anytime you want and drive.
Yeah, but I've done that. I never do it anymore.
Who designed the track?
Well, there were several people that had input, but then when we were building it, I made several changes. Just when you're out there grading, you notice things. So it was, let's say, a track design committee, and we had some of the bigs review it, and some of their input was good, some of it was worthless.
So it was just a mix of many people.
Yeah, a whole bunch of people.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite turn?
This fast turn, Riverside,
Yeah.
it was designed after turn 9, the fast turn at Riverside. The same radius, and it's the same camber. So that's always been amusing.
I didn't know that. That's very amusing.
We took design themes from Riverside for the S's, and we just tried to make them more modern, except for this. This is a copy, except the turn at Riverside was longer.
This is iconic Riverside turn 9.
Turn
you said?
9,
Turn
yeah.
9. Wow.
We added, that used to be 36 feet, and we made it 55 feet on that exit. And it really changed how it raced. It gave people more capability of passing cars on the exit.
At Buttonwillow, I mean, some other tracks are like that, I'm sure too, but you kind of have to use all the berms.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's what they're for.
So what was that always intended that
Yeah.
way? Okay.
Yeah, it was intended, and we've used different designs for the curbing over the years. And what we have now is, I think it's very raceable and very workable.
Yeah.
And we did the same thing on the new track. And what it is the width of the concrete is 40 inches, and I think the bottom to the top is a differential of, I think, 3 inches. So they're not too steep.
Okay.
At one time, these were way too steep. I was trying to trying to stop the Pro 7s and the Miatas from straddling them. And we stopped it, but we ruined it for everybody else. So in a good car, you're going pretty fast right here. And
Right.
late braking and
The infamous wall, right?
yeah, we've had a lot of people smack the fence. You know,
In your
two wheels off here.
yeah, right here, and then
And then
boom.
too much of this.
Correction.
And then bang.
How many cars would you say hit that wall?
I bet 100. This is an interesting turn in both directions. Totally different. I'll go in, turn around, and
Yes, sir.
go to the new track.
Okay. So we're at the new track.
Yeah, so this will be pit out,
Okay.
and this is the cold pit area. The walls are very much typical of what we have over there.
Yeah, it looks kind of similar. How many configuration does this track have?
One.
One.
Yeah.
Oh, there's only one.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
That's the front straight height, but this is lowered so a person in an open wheel car, as they're going out to join
they
the
need to
track,
see it.
they can see
Right.
what's coming, and
Okay.
they can also see what's coming there.
Yeah.
But also, see the first turn up there, you got to be on the right side of the track to get set up for it. Well, for this blending here, the track all over is 40 feet wide, and the front straight is 50 feet wide. Well, this, to facilitate easier blending, this is 65 feet wide.
Gotcha.
Right here, and then it narrows down.
Yeah. So looks like we're doing clockwise.
Yeah,
Would that be the normal or
that's the only way Fish and Wildlife will let us go.
no counterclockwise on this one?
Yeah.
Only clockwise.
Yeah.
Man, I really like this turn. So
Yeah, I tried to make them as complicated as I could. There's a camber here,
yeah.
and then there's a flat area, and then camber here. So I figure this is going to be confusing to a lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long left sweeper and then suddenly a right.
See, we use the same design on the curbs,
Yes.
and I think they really work.
Yeah,
They work for any car.
It's a lot of fun riding those berms, that's for sure.
And then I like to use exit curbing because it saves the edges of the track. Well, when we designed this, I always ask, what do you want to see in a track? And the answer I always got was, well, it needs to be fast. So that has been a focus in designing this. It's 2.58 miles. And there's some good long straightaways. And the difference between a 36-foot and a 40-foot track, really, there's speed involved having that extra 4 feet.
Oh yeah. You can go wide as you want to and take advantage of the
Yeah, on the entrance and the exit.
right. That turn looks pretty tricky too.
Yeah, that's our high elevation.
Oh.
This is a good long straightaway, so there'll be a lot of speed here. And I've paid attention to try to have as much good runoff without smacking anything. And then this is our slowest turn.
Gotcha.
And this will be a complicated turn for people because the curbs there, do we apex that? No, you don't. You stay out here.
That's the secret, huh?
And
Oh
then
yeah, it's
this is the slowest turn.
yeah.
And so the county wants no visibility from this Lerdo highway. So we're going to plant bushes along there that grow real fast. And now it's a little short chute and then onto the front straight.
Okay.
And the front straight moves from 40 to 50 feet
Gotcha.
wide.
Hey, this, for some odd reason, it feels like the old track.
See this area?
Yeah.
That's the 9.8 acres for the rat.
Oh man, okay.
We're not even supposed to cut the weeds. We're just supposed to stay out of it.
But then I guess they somehow okayed us driving around it.
Yeah, because we designed it in a way that it would really be hard to go off into that habitat
I see.
too far away. And then here's where we meet the cars that are joining. You can
Right.
see over this little wall.
Right.
And if you're out here, you're just offline if you're racing.
Right.
You don't want to be clear over there because you want to be getting set up for that first turn.
The merging area.
So I'll go back and show you the paddock area.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever noticed our corner stations?
No.
The only thing I've ever invented. See, the corner workers like elevation. So we've got a block wall around them and that's filled with dirt, and then that blue container is concrete, and it is a place for them to stand behind safely without getting hit if somebody comes into that station. And then see the shade cover on top?
Yeah.
It's in a pipe, and we got a pipe within a pipe, and you can rotate that as the sun changes.
Oh, nice. Okay. That was well thought out then. The Tesla charging stations. Was that you guys asking for it, or was that Tesla wanting to?
Tesla came to us,
Really? Okay.
and they pay for all of that,
That's incredible.
but we don't get anything out of it.
Right. But in return, you get a bunch of Teslas coming here now.
Yeah, and our advantage is supposed to be food and drink, and that's what the tower building has: nice restrooms and nice showers.
Nice. Okay. Well, hopefully the Teslas that come in are the ones that are coming in here for some track day fun.
Yeah, we already get quite a few of those.
Right. Right.
And this over here is a 36 space RV park, and we will
okay.
open that to travelers,
Okay.
where we don't the other one.
Oh, so this is open to public now.
Yeah,
Okay.
it will
nice. Nice. Nice.
And then this is another real nice set of restrooms and showers
Okay.
inside.
Nice.
And then the garage is here.
These garages are
Day garages.
okay. Day garages.
Riverside turn.
Yeah, the Riverside turn.
We didn't go down the drag strip. The drag strip is 3,600 feet.
Wait, there's a drag strip? Oh, where you guys do the drag racing?
Yeah, we used to do drag racing.
Okay.
We had the clocks and everything. But one of our configurations is not going over the hill over there, Phil Hill. It's going down the drag strip. And we've got some very sophisticated teams that come and test, and they use that for aero testing.
Oh.
And it's so long that they put cones in Riverside chicane to slow the starting speed down, 100-foot straightaway. And we've had one car, good friend, Bobby Orgle's PR1, they hit 211 at the end.
211?
Yeah. He's got a real team. It's a P2 car, IMSA.
Wow.
IMSA's getting very interesting with what they're doing with all their classes, and they go to good tracks and they put on good events.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure you had some really interesting cars here as well.
Oh yeah, we got some good cars.
Would you know what the track record is here?
Too many configurations.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We'll have track records by class and overall for the new track because there's just one.
Yeah.
But we don't here. We don't
Okay.
keep track of it. Other people keep track of it
Right.
for what their interest is.
Right. What is your future goal now that you're fully retired?
Retired.
Well, congratulations, by the way. But
Our son,
yeah.
he's a captain on the Dreamliner at United Airlines, and United has the biggest route system of any airline in the world, I think. So we have certain advantages. If there's seats, we fly free.
Nice.
And so we'll do a lot of that as soon as Carol gets the retirement complete on her side.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for showing everything, Les.
Well, I'm glad you made it.
Yeah.
I hope it's something that works for you and not too much babbling on my part.
Rich in information, I think helped us greatly. I want to thank you for your time again, and I wish you the best. Go have some fun.
You'll have to come sometime when you're not going to run 13.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For people that want to find you, where can they find you? Like, are you on social media or anything like that?
I guess I am. I'm less than active, but also anybody wants to call me, my phone number is 661-330-4600, and it looks like it's a marketing number, but it isn't. I won't sell you anything.
Thank you so much, Les.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Glad you made it.